Hi everybody and welcome to Aimee Nolte Music. There are so many wonderful things about the way Miles Davis played his trumpet. Minute musical decisions and overarching artistic philosophies throughout his music that just make it nearly impossible not to recognize Miles Davis when you hear him on the radio. I'd like to use the album Kind of Blue to help you hone in on 10 musical elements that made Miles Davis Miles Davis. These are in no particular order. Number 1, he would ascend a line and then hold a last note that would just pierce your heart. Here's an example from Stella by Starlight, which was a bonus track later added to Kind of Blue. Number 2, he was never afraid to leave space. Here's an example from So What. Sometimes he would play the same note a few times in a row. Here are 3 different examples. The first is from So What. Now from Freddie Freeloader. And now from All Blues. Number 4, he could choose the perfect note to end a phrase. Here's an example from Freddie Freeloader. Number 5, he often quoted the melody. Here's an example from Blue and Green. Number 6, even after he'd been blowing a while, playing a few choruses, he could always bring you back with a beautiful motif, a simple motif. Here's an example on Freddie Freeloader. Number 7, at the ends of phrases, sometimes he would fall off a note just like he was a human voice. Here's an example from All Blues. And here's another from Blue and Green. Number 8, he chose to play his trumpet through a harmon mute so much of the time that he kind of owns that sound today. I don't know of anybody who did it better. Listen to how beautiful it sounds. Here's Flamenco Sketches. Fun fact, if you play Miles Davis playing out of his harmon mute for your cat, it's going to run out of the room. At least that's what mine does. Number 9, especially when playing with his harmon mute, he could hold a note for a very long time without ever using any vibrato. Here are 3 examples. The first from Flamenco Sketches. The next one's from So What? And the last one from All Blues. Sometimes over the more interesting or complicated parts of the chord changes, Miles would play long notes instead of showing off, which is what a lot of people tend to do over the difficult parts. He would simplify over the more complicated sections. Here's an example from Freddie Freeloader. And another from All Blues. widely believed that Kind of Blue is the greatest jazz album of all time. It's often the jumping off place for people who are starting their jazz careers. The very first album you might recommend to somebody who doesn't even know what jazz is and wants to get started. That's because it resonates with everybody. And to me, it's largely because of these tiny decisions, and at the same time, huge decisions that Miles Davis made when he went into the studio that day and recorded Kind of Blue. I hope you could feel what I feel when I listen to Miles Davis, which is just, well, it's home. It's more than home. It's excitement, it's clarity, it's truth and beauty. Go check him out. Listen lots more to this album and all of Miles's albums. I hope this will get you started on a journey of exploring Miles Davis that you'll be on the rest of your life. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time on Aimee Nolte Music.